Hey everybody, Coach Bobby here, and it's been a little bit of a challenge getting this challenge out to you, but we're ready to start next week in October on Monday. I am going to be getting all of this information to you in a kind of a little bit of a clunky video, maybe like 7 or 8 minutes. So hang in there, but all the information is going to be here so that we can not have to spend a lot of time answering questions at the gym. The first things first, you're going to be getting an attachment, which is this. And as you get it, you might want to hit pause and print it out before we get going. So if you want to do that, now's a good time. Just hit pause, print it, and then we're going to go over all the components of the challenge. So, there are 5 components of the challenge. We've got a strength component, we've got a metabolic component, a stretching, regen component, a nutrition component, and a wellness component. You should pick one in every area, but you can pick multiple parts of every area. Now, anybody who is currently a member at the gym can qualify to win a t-shirt. If you are just following us on social media, or you're not a member of the gym, or you live outside of the state, sorry, maybe next time you come in, if we have extras, we'll give you one, but right now we're just doing t-shirts for the people at the gym. Now, as you look at this, one of the things that you'll see right here is, there we go, you'll see the part where it says testimonial, Google, Yelp, review, post on social media, or bring a friend to the gym. Here's the deal. Since COVID, it's been harder and harder to get people into our facility. Lots of people are just kind of changing their mind about how fitness is done. And so we need firsthand stories of how you like our gym, what it has done for you, those type of things to help us help you even more. And so maybe you're not a person who likes to post on social media. Maybe you're not a person who likes to shoot a video of yourself. Well, you can always go on to Google or Yelp, log in, and just leave us a review. Then you can just leave your initials. You could just write something up. Just a couple of sentences for what Results Only has done for you, what it means to you, why this is such a special place for you. And then we can use those words in a testimonial on our social media, on our website. And if you like, we'll just use your initials. No one will be any the wiser. But all we're asking in return for helping you for this 1 month in all these areas is just help us kind of spread the word a little bit more about how great our culture is, what we do for you, what we do for your family, what we do for your fitness, for your wellness. And if you could do that over the next couple of days, then we'll make sure we get you started in the next components. You will see, as you see the check boxes, we've got week 1, 2, 3, and 4. And in each one of those weeks, we've got a strength component that we'll start off with. Now, let's say you're looking at this and it says push-ups, goblet squats, pull-ups, chin-ups. We'll stop there for a minute. The whole concept, you're going to pick 1, 2, or all 3 of those moves, and you're going to improve on it every week. Now, if right off the bat you're going, Bobby, I can't even do a military push-up. Perfect. You can do them on your knees. You can do them elevated. We don't care. But you are going to do as many push-ups as you can until we see your form deteriorate, and then that's going to be your number. That might be 1. That might be 5. That might be 25. Who knows? But the concept is we want to see improvement from week 1 to week 2. Now, you will have plenty of options during the rest of the week. So let's say you test on Monday. The rest of the week, you can work on some things by doing other exercises, and we will help you get better so that when you test the following week on week 2 and week 3 and week 4, you go to 1 push-up to 2, or 2 to 3, or 15 to 16. Squats, we will come up with a kettlebell that you will hold depending on your age, your weight, your current levels, and we will test you on that, and then we'll test you next week. As far as push-ups and chin-ups, we can go to inverted, we can go to TRX, but we want to do the front of the body and the back of the body. We've also got bulletproof supersets. You guys who have been coming to the gym know that we do bulletproof supersets almost every single day. Well, if you check off that you did one, then you check a box that you did it. You can do 1 a week, you can do 4 a week. 3 rep max, what does that mean? Well, with the 3 rep max, we're going to help you find with some of the harder moves like a bench press or a deadlift or a squat or a glute bridge, and we're going to help come up with the number that you can just get 3 of. That you can get 3 of, and they're going to give you a push. And then we're going to work during the week on doing multiple times of 6, 8, 10, 12 reps so that next week you can push your 3 rep max. After that, we've got our rep range of 4 to 6. We know that most of the stuff that we do at Results Only is based on a 12, 15 reps for 30 seconds. We're going to challenge you to pick up heavier weights, and you're going to utilize heavier weights, only get 4 to 6 reps because that's all you've got enough for 30 seconds. And we're going to help you increase that strength gain for 4 to 6 reps. Now, we'll go over these with more detail, but this is just a brief overview of some things that you can be working on. All right, now we're going to go into metabolic. So you can do the mile, a ski erg, an airdyne, a rower. You can work on your sprint speeds. All of these things, the whole goal is that you have certain parameters, whether it's 1,000 meters, a certain number of calories, doing the mile, working on your sprints, but we want to see improvement in those every week over the next 4 weeks. So that, again, you're going to pick one of those things, you're going to do it once a week, and you're going to hopefully do it better week 2, week 3, week 4. If you choose the Metabolic Melt superset, much like the Bulletproof superset, we're just asking you to try and do 2, 3, 4 of them a week. If maybe you don't want to choose some of the other things, but you just want to increase how hard you're working in every single workout at Results Only Fitness. We've also got the DecaFit supersets. You're about to find out that these are some of the most metabolically challenging supersets that we can create for you. That means they're there to help you burn fat, get more endurance, and therefore help you make it so you get stronger, more lean muscle, which will help you keep burning fat throughout the day. So that pretty much. All right, now Regen. So you might see in the black words, it's going to say 10 minutes, do a little extra rolling 2 to 5 times a week. Improvement is based on better mobility, flexibility, balance, stability, or pain reduction. So that's a pretty simple one. We just want you to come early and do a little extra foam rolling, or stay after and do a little extra lacrosse bowling or jacu. Maybe you'll try our Normatec. That is really proven to kind of help increase recovery. Maybe you have a designated stretch. You're a lawyer, you're an accountant, you're somebody who sits on Zoom all day long. So maybe you do a pigeon pose after every Zoom call for 30 seconds on each side, and you do that 4, 5, 6 times a day. You're going to see your lower back pain and your hip pain diminish because you're designating a stretch 5 times a day, and you're going to do that as many days during the week as you can. So that's a little bit. All right, now we get into nutrition. Another reason why you're getting this video a little early. You might need to do an in-body, because if you're doing nutrition, we want you to do an in-body. Some people get a little nervous with in-bodies. That's fine. Just tell the trainer, I don't want to know. The trainer will put a towel over it. We'll have your numbers. We'll have your before and afters, and then we can help figure out, where you made improvements. Why would you do a nutrition component? Well, some people really haven't gotten their nutrition on track. There's multiple ways you can do your nutrition. You can just start meal prepping. If meal prepping is not your thing, we've got Scratch Culinary. A lot of people enjoy them because they can help with their lunches and their dinners. So that's already pre-portioned. The calorie count's already taken care of. You know exactly how much protein, fat, carbohydrate is in every single meal. It can't get any easier. But if you're more along the lines, if you want to do your own planning, that's fine. It could be that you realize I eat out a lot. Well, this is how you're going to just start tracking your meals, your water intake, your beverage intake. You work on things like that. Some people just need to add water to the diet. Studies show you, if you've been to the gym for a long time, increasing your water will help your fat loss. Maybe trying BCAAs. Maybe you did them before COVID, and because we had to remove them for COVID, you haven't gotten back on track. They will improve your workouts. Post-workout shake is something we have preached forever and ever and ever, that it will help you with not only your recovery, but getting that protein intake in each and every day, which will help with lean muscle mass and fat loss. We talked about meal prep. Maybe you need to take a break from alcohol or sugar or caffeine. Maybe you take a week off, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Maybe you take the month off of some of those things. Another thing that's just a fun one, if some of these sound hard to you, just try a new recipe every week. Bam, you check a box, you're in, you're good to go. Another one that's a good one that a lot of people don't know too much about is getting their fiber intake up. For most people, for most men, it's 35 grams a day, and for women, it's 25 grams a day. Maybe you have no idea if you get enough fiber. I can promise you it helps with digestion. It helps with kind of keeping you regular, kind of giving you the energy that you need. It's really something you should consider doing. Again, you can do some of these, you can do all of these, you can do none of these. Well, you have to do one. All right, wellness is the one area that, kind of eludes a lot of people. Some people have no idea how much they sleep. They get 4 to 5 hours of sleep. They think they're fine. They're not. 7 to 8 hours is what you need. Now, some people can't get 7 to 8 hours. They can only get 4 to 5 in a row. Kids, work, life. Well, then we got to figure out how we're going to get a nap in your day. Maybe you're tracking your water. That could go under nutrition, but it also goes under wellness because it really helps keep your energy up all day. Maybe a quiet walk. Turn your phone off. Don't listen to music. Get outside. Enjoy the surroundings. We're getting into a nice part of the year. So just kind of decompress. We got a bedtime routine. Some people are on their phone until the minute they go to bed. I don't think people realize how bad that is for you. So maybe shutting your phone off 2 hours before, maybe making sure you're taking your supplements, you're washing your face, you're making sure it's dark. There's a million things you can do to increase your bedtime routine, but I think you might realize that that might be a missing component in your overall wellness. Reducing screen time. A lot of people are on their computers a lot. A lot of people are on their phones a lot. Maybe you need to track that and figure it out. A nice one is to donate. Go through your clothes. You're switching from summer clothes to fall clothes. Get rid of some of those clothes that you don't need anymore, you don't wear anymore. We've got, Hissy Fits next door. We've got the women's shelter. You don't even have to walk more than 100 yards to do something nice and donate. Meditation, something like just sitting outside quietly for 5 or 10 minutes, trying to just clear your mind. It's amazing what that will do for just kind of overall health and wellness for your everyday life. Reducing negativity. I don't know about you. I feel like the world's changed a little bit. There's a lot of bad news out there. There's a lot of people who start their day off and they're just automatically flipping the switch and they're in complain mode, or they're in woe is me mode, or they're in bad mood mode. And maybe that's not you. Maybe that's not you as a person, but maybe that's some people you're around. Maybe that's people you work with, people you live with. Figure out how to reduce some of that negativity in your life, and you'll really be surprised. Kelly and I work on this all the time. She's a very upbeat person. I'm a very upbeat person. And when we have those moments where we're down a little bit, it's really nice for the other person to go, okay, got it. You're done. Now let's move on. It's really helpful and something to think about. So those are some of the things that, we think that you should work on. There are multiple places where you can take notes. You can track improvement. You can keep these at the gym and we'll hold them in a folder for you. You can carry them around in your backpack or your purse or at your office or your home, but something that you can track. And we know that, there's plenty of ways to cheat. There's plenty of ways to make this up. And if you need to do that to get a free t-shirt, well, that's on you. But check off that you're doing things. Pay attention to, what you're doing and talk about it when you're in class. Bring it up to your trainers. Over the course of the next 30 days, starting on Monday, I really think that you'll see that this is worth your time and your effort. And when you do that, it might be something that, you say, hey, can I do it again in November? Can I do it again in December? We think that this is something that we're going to keep around for a long time, but we got to test it first. So print out your sheet or pick one up at the gym. Do your in-body if you're doing a nutrition thing. If you're going to do something with meal planning, get that under control. If you've got to get some other things dialed in some of the other areas, help picking your goals or whatnot, let us know. We're here to answer questions. Sorry it's a little bit of a longer video, but it was important to get all this information to you. Whenever you're trying to do something good, sometimes it takes a little bit of work and effort, and we're really excited to offer this to you. We really think it's going to be fun. We really think it's something that you're going to learn from, and it's going to help you in the long run. So, thanks for watching this. Ask questions, and we look forward to seeing your sheets completed in a month.